Hello, everyone. Today we'll be presenting for the company Tesla. My name is Carlos Ortiz. This is for the MBA 690 Strategic Management class. My professor instructor in this case is Dr. Beck. So thanks for being here. First of all, the company background. Well, Tesla was founded in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. The current CEO for the company is Elon Musk, as we all very aware of. The headquarters are in California, planning to move to Texas because of taxes, but so far it's in Palo Alto, California, in the U.S. And overall, Tesla's initial focus was on the electric sports car, and it has just expanded to a full range of EVs and renewable energy products. And we'll be touching more about those products and strategies along the way. The mission and vision statement for Tesla, well, first, the mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. That's always been the mindset of them. And they've been doing a pretty successful job about finding new resources and new ways to have sustainable energy around the world in different parts. Um, the vision is Tesla envisions a future where all vehicles run on clear energy, reducing the world's dependence on fossil fuels. I mean, overall, what Tesla is trying to do is reduce the dependence of fossil fuels for the transportation in this instance. And they're just trying to produce cars that are run by cleaner energy. Some of the strengths of Tesla as a company, as a whole corporation, or the advanced battery technology. I mean, overall, they're just way more advanced than many competitors, and it's allowing them to increase their production and the quality of their products. I mean, part of it is the innovation and research and development. They just keep pushing the boundaries in regards to technology, and they're pretty much setting the industry standards. The brand image, even though they're not really focusing on the marketing side, they are incredibly successful. And when it comes to the brand image, it's a image, it's a brand that is well known around the world. Another one is the supercharger network. They have an extensive charging infrastructure that provides a convenient and reliable network for its customers. That has to be a priority, and they're doing a fantastic job about it. And when it comes to integration and strategy, they have a vertical integration, which means that they control their own supply chain, manufacturing, and distribution. And I mean that gives you whole control of quality and cost and timing as well. For the weaknesses, production capacity, um, as they are so strong position in the market, there's a high demand about it, and sometimes they don't really meet that demand. And also scaling production to keep up with the market expectations. It's been a challenge for Tesla in the recent years. The price. It's overview as very expensive and limited by access to the broader consumer base. So I believe if that will be one of my recommendations, and I'll be touching more about it to increase their production range and have the possibility for one cars that can not it's not as expensive as the rest of them. Um, in service and maintenance, along the way is an expensive, a luxury product. Is of course gonna be the service gonna be more expensive. The EV industry in general, there's a high demand for EV products. So there's a growing market with rising competitors that are also being involved in the EV industry. Um, the technology advancements, as we all know, technology is evolving rapidly, which improvements not only in the battery but also like in the efficiency, range, and charging infrastructure. So whoever improves all these aspects first will have an advantage in the market. And just the competition, I'll be touching more about the two main competitors, in this case Nissan and GM, and just makes it tougher, as every business. Nissan and GM. I selected these two competitors because they're one of the two strongest for Tesla. First one, Nissan. I mean, we all know Nissan, a major player in the EV market, and it's one of the best-selling CVs worldwide. So it's definitely a strong competitor. One of the strengths for Nissan is that it's a well-established global presence. not only in the US, it's an international market as well. It's have a strong brand recognition, um, and they know what they're doing. One of the weaknesses is the Nissan Leaf, which is like the main product for them, is lower than some Tesla model, the range. And the charging infrastructure is not as extensive as Tesla, which again is one of the main strengths and advantages that Tesla has in compared to the rest of the market. Second one is GM, a well-known automaker, product making strides in electric mobility. I mean, we all know they have a long history in the industry, but as well, the charging infrastructure is not as developed as Tesla, so that's a thing that they need to improve as well. Starting with the financials, for this will be for Tesla for the year 2022, 2021, 2020, and then the industry average. The industry average, I used the numbers from GM and Nissan. I mean, as you can see, especially for the first one, the operating profit margin. I mean, Tesla's operating profit margin consistently exceeds the industry average. I mean, it reflects how effective the management is and the profitability of its core business. And it just shows the company's ability to profit from its manufacturing and trading activities. The second one is the net profit margin. It has improved steadily over the years and is above the industry average. This represents effective cost management and higher profitability at all costs. As you can see, most of these numbers from 2022 are above average, which makes Tesla be on top of the competition in the market. Some of the promotional strategies, how they focus on its unique value proposition and environmental benefits, and they just leverage those things through digital platforms such as social media and word of mouth marketing. I think that's the main one that they use. They don't really focus on the marketing aspect. It's more the word of mouth and how strong position their brand image is. The engaging content, influencer collaborations, events and test drives, I think that's another one that they rely a lot on. Distribution strategies, first of all, direct to consumer models. They have their own retail stores that you can just go there and get the car. They have online sales, which is a strong one that they use, and is how they started it. And the supercharger network, again, is one of their um, main strong strengths from them. At the end, my recommendation is expand production capacity. I mean, based on the high demand, they need to make sure that they meet those growing demands. So just expanding the production capacity, enhance affordability. I'll say introduce more affordable EVs models to cater to a broader consumer base. There's always a market for those for those consumers. Strengthen service infrastructure, increase service centers that improve customer support to ensure a seamless ownership experience. Collaborate on charging infrastructure, even though they possess a strong infrastructure in the charging aspect. I believe there's always a possibility to expand the charging network and alleviate the range anxiety. And then global expansion, focusing on expanding into emerging markets with high EV growth potential. I mean, as we all know, the EV industry is growing super fast all over the world. So just make sure that Tesla keeps up with that global expansion and they target those emerging markets that are starting to rely a lot on the EV products. Just in conclusion, Tesla's commitment to sustainable energy and technological innovation, I mean, they has been positioned as a leader in the EV industry, and they have to take advantage of it and keep leveraging from it. By leveraging its strengths, addressing weaknesses, and staying ahead of the competition, Tesla is poised to drive the future of electric mobility. And they've been doing it. So if they keep doing the same route, focus on the weaknesses, also on the strengths, and they're gonna be a pretty successful company. I hope you guys enjoy the presentation and thank you very much.